Good morning and welcome to my freezing cold garage, where I'm putting together the last little bits of my video for the latest scooter trip. The scooter trip was meant to be on this one. We didn't go on the scooters in the end because it was too far, although we have done lots and lots of reasonably distanced scooter runs all over Europe, scooter rides to places of interest, usually historical, military history. This one we decided was a little bit too far. Out the six of us that normally go, there was two that couldn't make it because of work and family commitments, and another two that were struggling to get time off work to ride it. And my friend Mark, who used to be a lorry driver, has driven this particular route many times and said that there's not a lot of interest on the way. So this trip was to Krakow, Poland. 900 miles, so we thought we might be able to do 300 miles a day for 3 days. That's 3 days to get there, and then the same in reverse, 3 days to get home, plus we wanted 4 days actually in Krakow. So that was suddenly a 10-day trip that we could easily narrow down to 4 days if we flew. So this video is about a scooter trip that wasn't on a scooter and we went by plane instead. I think I might put a few short videos together on some of the big scooter trips that we have done. The Eagle's Nest in Austria and Salzburg up to the bridge at Arnhem up in Holland, and cut a few times to Normandy and other places that we've done. Not a lot of video, mostly photographs, but it still tells a story. And I can tell a story and make it a short one with a few decent photographs. Could be worth a view. Yeah, I might do that. But there's no storytelling in today's video. It's I'm trying it in a different way. I'm doing it in sort of 4-5 sections. The city, Auschwitz, Birkenau, the salt mines, Schindler's factory. I didn't take too many videos there. I didn't take any videos in there. But yeah, so basically it's here's the city. And here's what we saw whilst we was in the city, not broken down into any days. I'll see how it turns out. Welcome to Poland! Welcome! Anyway, you're supposed to sleep at night with all this going on. Trams, scaffolding going up. Bloody noisy. There was another one, look. What else stop for? From our apartment is a nice, easy 6 or 7 minute stroll down this street, around that castle at the bottom there, and then through the castle gardens underneath that little tower to the main square. The Golden Mile. At 40,000 square metres, the main market square here in Krakow is the biggest medieval square in Europe, apparently. Main square. Lots and lots of places to get decent food at a reasonable price. A jolly nice drive about the town. Nice.
story behind all these statues.
Yeah, what's that?
I can't remember, but it's interesting.
First local beer. Scooters on the wall, bikes on the wall. Cool. We're in a traditional Polish restaurant and we're going to have cabbage and onions and soupy type stuff. It might be a bit windy later. We are at the entrance. It's very touristy. Coaches everywhere. Sort of not quite what we was expecting to see. But we'll see when we get inside. It's weird, but I must admit I felt a strange sense of foreboding walking up this entrance bit. Reading out the names as we're walking past. It's the famous gate. War brings peace. Pack 2 weeks worth of belongings. You're coming on holiday. That's what they told them. Block 11, the death block. As if being here wasn't bad enough, they also had a jail. Inside one of the gas chambers. Yuck. The guide explained to us here how they would pile bodies upon bodies upon bodies rather than doing one at a time because they wanted to be more efficient. The stories she was telling us were just heartbreaking, almost unbelievable. Look how far it goes on. Madness. There is clear evidence that the Nazis tried to destroy any remaining buildings, which could be traced back to what they were doing here, this one in particular. And when you walk around, you see the enormity, the industrial scale of what they were trying to achieve here. It absolutely blows your mind. They were never going to destroy all the evidence, and when you consider this was just this concentration camp, there were so many others. I must just say, the tour guide that we had, I imagine they're all very similar, but whether we got lucky or not, I don't know. She was absolutely fantastic. Her stories were compelling. They brought this horrific place to life. I was going to include some of the stories, but I decided not to. Inside one of the barracks, 700 people in there. And you just literally go to the toilet where you're laying. Imagine the smell. Only one bag of coal. Originally for the Polish cavalry, each compartment would house one horse. Hitler decided to put the bunks in, and each compartment would hold 9 human beings. 3 on the top, 3 across the middle, 3 on the bottom. This is a truly harrowing place to visit. Not something you say, I'm really looking forward to going there, but more an experience that you should have for yourself, and like me, it'll probably stay with you. for the rest of your life. Definitely time for something a little bit more light-hearted and wondrous. 380 steps down to level 1. Not much good if you've got dodgy hips or dodgy knees. 245 kilometres worth of tunnels down here. Obviously you don't walk all of them, but there is a lot of walking, so if you are thinking of coming, a nice pair of walking trainers and wear loose, comfy clothes. It's not as cold down here as I thought. It's 17, 18 degrees.
So, for example, this grand chapel of St. Kinga was made not only for
Even these tiles are made out of rock salt. Amazing. It's about now we found out Hitler wanted the salt mine. It's very, very valuable to him. Which is why he spared the Polish people and he spared Krakow from any kind of destruction because he wanted the Polish people on his side. The guide even told us that he paid them still to work there and they could keep their money. The original part of the mine dates back to the 1300s, over 700 years old. I have to admit, I kept thinking about Indiana Jones every time I saw one of these tunnels. Really pressed it up with foot pedals. Oh my god, look at the size of this chamber. Still do weddings here, it's used as a church every Sunday. Amazing. This is the unbelievably impressive St. Kinga Chapel. It's 400 square metres. It can seat 400 people. It's still used to this day for weddings, blessings and Sunday church services, etc. There are actually 4 chapels down here in this subterranean world. Obviously not all as big as this, some are quite small like this one. We were reliably informed it's not pronounced Wawel Castle, it's pronounced Wawel Castle. By the time we got this far we were a bit historyed out, to be honest. Facts, figures, dates. This place had been occupied and taken over and ruled by so many different people, plus quite a few of the different sections you had to pay extra to get in, and we'd had enough of history by now, to be honest, so we just walked around, enjoyed being here like tourists do, pointing and looking and enjoying, soaking up the atmosphere.
No to jest kameralne takie jak najstarszy w Europie, czy można powiedzieć nasz.
Quite impressive. Big old courtyard. Fire breathing dragon. It did just breathe fire, but I missed it. There it goes. I knew I'd missed it. Under the camera. You can tell there's been floods. There's a lot of debris floating in the water. It's very high. Stopping for lunch here, boys. Oh, lovely.
Oh, welcome aboard, sir.
Nice bar. Our taxi got us here just a little bit late, and we went straight in. Didn't have time to get my video set up or anything like that, so just walked around, took some photographs. But again, our storytelling guide was quite incredible, with a personal touch to it as well. Her grandfather actually works with Schindler at the factory, and she told us a story about this particular piece of paper you're looking at now, Roman Polanski. My God, look it up yourself, find out what he went through. It might explain the dark side of his character. But what I mean is the dark side, the nature of his films that he made. What the Nazis put these people through, made them do here is, you know, if it wasn't for the fact it actually happened, you would think these stories are all made up, but they're not. Alright, we're looking for the Jewish quarter. And we found this bar instead. For a nice pint of Guinness.
Krakatoa.
Got a thunderstorm now, so I suppose we better stay here. How do you sum up 4 days in Krakow? Well, the obvious bit is it's heartbreaking, the concentration camps and what happened here. The other side of it is it's clean, it's tidy. I was in London a few weeks ago and I felt very unsafe and didn't like what I saw. This feels safe, inviting, welcoming. They don't have the same sort of problems we have in London. It's a shame, but I'd recommend coming here.